this has got to come off. What the are you Guys, I forgot about this. This is how I'm starting off this video too. You're probably like, what the fuck is Ryan doing? Look at this. No lights. I forgot about that. I'm like, oh yeah. Anyone got some reverse lights for a panel they want to send me, please? So this panel has no reverse lights. Those are literally just plastic covers. Don't judge me. So I need to take this panel out because I'm gonna have this shaved here, guys. You obviously usually need an extended neck here. I don't have it. You'd have to have 2 keys, and I just don't care, to be honest. So what I'm gonna do is shave that hole that's right here, and I guess I could shave the lights, but you need reverse lights. I hate it at night. You can barely see anything as it is. So needs to get reverse lights in, and should be good. So let's go ahead and pop this panel out. It's really freaking easy. So you just come up here to the trunk, go ahead and do that. Listen to that door. This car is so solid compared to my Supra, like does not make rattling noises or stupid things, etc. But the only thing you have to do here is screw here, and then you literally just pull out in the panel, and there's 2 clips back in there. They're like press in, which I'll show you here in a second. 1 screw. Woo! Don't do what I just did. Good thing it's getting painted. All right, now I've got these 2 screws out. This is the part most people are like, I don't know. You literally have to just yank on this thing. Luckily for me, it's not terrible, but I feel the same way. I hate doing this every time. So I'm gonna actually put this down because I want to put both hands on it. Woo! Got it off. So if you see here in the back of the panel, you have this clip here and you have one over there. Those 2 clips then attach, let me sit that down, they attach right here. So you have these plastic clips that are built into the body. These are specific to these kooky taillights, and they actually just slide in here and it holds it in place. And then you have 2 screws on top. That's all that holds that panel in, which I always thought was kind of funny, unless there's some other parts from the factory that I'm missing. Again, I got these, this is a 93 car, so it didn't come with these kooky taillights. So maybe there is some things missing, but for the most part, that's pretty basic in how it goes on and off. Again, there's the keyhole, and if you can see, this panel comes out and sits flush with these lights. This keyhole sits further in. So you either have to get another locking mechanism, or you just kind of leave it how it is and don't show it. So I really don't care. I'd rather be flush and not have the keyhole in general, just because I don't ever use it. The only thing I could think of, and even then I could still figure out how to get it out, or even if I flush it or whatever, I could still pull that panel off like I just did. It's not that hard. If I needed to get to the key mechanism, it's not all that hard to get to. It's 2 screws and it pops off. Everyone has a screwdriver, so it's easy to get to if need be. But just wanted to show you guys that real quick, just to start off today's video. So as I was just saying here, there's literally just clear plastic that looks like taillights over the covers. They look like they used glue at one time, a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna rip all this off and just wait until I get actual reverse lights. So I won't have any until I get some reverse lights. Hopefully I can find some cheap, or one of y'all wanna be super nice and send me some. Yeah, because Daddy's tapped out if you saw the last video, which is right here, and you can see me, well, talking why I'm out of money right now. So while the car warms up here, I'm in a great mood because I got this in the mail. Now, what is this exactly? Well, this is what you call a interim tax bill. Well, Ryan, what is an interim tax bill? It is where the government bends you over, does not use lube, and fucks you as hard as they can. So yeah, I just spent $2,600 on taxes that I didn't plan on spending. So Daddy's tapped out on fun toy spending right now until I make a little extra cash. So yeah, if you guys have a set, please be nice and send me some if you can. No big deal. I'll wait and just buy some myself. But anyways, so I need to remove this, which I gotta be careful because it's actually really on there well. It looks like they used double-sided tape here, and this side they used, I don't even know. They used something there. I just got to be careful. I don't want to screw it up. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and should be good. Another thing I need to do here, I need to get this car up because I need to check the size and the offset. I know they're 8.5 in the front and 9.5 in the rear, but I don't know what the offset is. I wouldn't sell these. I'd like to get a set of Fikes wheels or Fix or whatever the heck they're called. That's a set of wheels I'd really like to get, but to sell these, people are gonna wanna know what the offset is. I got lucky when I was doing this years ago that I found these wheels and they really sit well in the car, and they actually sit flush the whole way around. The front's a little bit further in, but I did that because I didn't wanna roll the rear front fender because, well, I like to keep the stock plastics. So the rear, I did cut the rear lip, which almost like every Supra owner does. So I want to get this up in the air and at least spin the wheel around, because on the back of the wheel, it actually tells you the specs of them. They're actually, I guess, stamped into the wheel itself. They're not a sticker like, even on my Rays, they're just like a legit sticker on the wheel saying, oh, this is the offset. On these wheels, they're actually stamped into them. So there's no like, oh, I think they're this. No, I mean, unless the wheel breaks, you got the stamp in there and you got to see it. So I'm going to jack this up real quick and see what it is. All right, so if you can see, I got it up on one side. Don't judge me, I do this all the time. So let's get underneath of it. Not even sure if you guys can see it there, but right here, it says ET30 for your offset, and it says 18 by 8.5. So the offset is 30 plus 30 in the front. Now we need to get to the back here and see what the back is. And again, guys, it's probably gonna be hard to see, but right here on the spoke itself, it's saying 18 by 9.5 ET25. So it has a plus 25 offset in the rear, which is probably normally really high for these kind of cars. I have to double check, but I have like a little cheat sheet that tells you exactly what your offset should be. So there you go, there's the offset front and rear. So if anyone's interested, they have some Nitto NT 555s on it, front and back. Good wheels and tires, been really good to me, but you know, they've been on here for 4 or 5 years. I'm ready for some change. So let me know if you guys are interested. Shoot me a message on Facebook or shoot me an email, whatever's easiest for you. So those offsets are easy enough. So 25 in the rear, 30 in the front. Gotta move this out of the way. Keep moving Duralast. Yeah, so now we put it back down, and if anyone's interested, I'll rip them off and hopefully find me a set of nice bikes. I would like to do something similar, but no exposed rivets on the next wheels. I think I'm gonna go a little even simpler. I'm still gonna stick to a 5-spoke, but even a slightly simpler 5-spoke yet, almost like a Porsche feel to it. I want something that gives it a super, super clean look. The whole reason why I haven't gone to TRD wing. I went to a less aggressive front splitter, or I guess you could call it a front lip. I want to keep it as simple as possible. I did want to go to a stock front lip, but I'm kind of glad I didn't now, because I don't think it would sit low enough for my liking. This sits just gives me that extra like 1.5 inches or so that makes it look lower in the front without making the car physically too low. So been very, very happy with the way things have been looking here lately. Oh, you cocksucker.
If you walking, if you walking, if you walking into my.
Well, since I got that done, I decided to go back to the MR2, and I'm going to finally finish putting on this rear badge. I finally was able to get Goo Gone and a little bit of awesome, LA's awesome, to get all the residue off, and I buffed the area as best I could. There's a little bit of mark from the badge, but this obviously is going to cover most of it up as it's pretty close. Now this badge does not sit flush. As you can see here, it's a little off. So what I'm going to do is take my heat gun, take this sticky side off, place this on here, use the heat gun to kind of mold it and then hold it in place. I probably should get gloves on for this just to be safe, because I don't want to burn my hand.
If you walking into my life. If you walking, if you walking, if you walking into my life.
All right, guys, the badge is on. I'm like 99.9% happy. There's a little, if you can see here, just a little indentation right there. I guess I got it too hot. But everything else is on there nice. I think the bottom could use a little bit more sticky, a little bit more power, but everything else seems to be fitting well. So yeah, everything seems to be on there. It seems to be on there pretty tight too. I don't want to move it any. There we go. My hands are a little dirty, so it's smudging, but yeah, looks good. Well, since I went ahead and did that, the Supra is actually missing the Toyota emblem on the back. So this is what's missing on the back. Unfortunately, I didn't get it in time when they debadged the car to detail it. This didn't come in time. So I need to go ahead and put this on the back. Because once you remove this, these are actually, each individual Toyota here is actually individual pieces. So it's kind of hard to line them back up perfectly. So you almost have to buy them new every time, which kind of sucks, because I think this is like 20 bucks, which $20 is $20, but yeah, it is what it is. So I'm gonna push the car forward here and see if we can just put the old Z brake down. Can I just push her forward? Yeah, I can, Jimmy. Come on, let's just see if I can. There we go. God damn, this thing is a boat. Now I'm gonna have to do one thing I never do and slightly wipe off the back here, because you can see where it's almost etched into it here. This is gonna suck. I really, really, really do not wanna do this, because this is going to suck. But yeah, that needs to be done because it's literally etched into the paint. Plus, it just looks naked without that saying Toyota there. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. All right, guys, if you can tell, there's a little bit of an outfit change here because now it's 2018. So happy New Year, all. Hope you had a great night. Hope you're not hungover. Thankfully, I didn't drink too much. I kept it nice and easy. I didn't want to drink too much, ice cold Keystone. So I'm good to go. And detailing the cars right now, kind of going over the last things. I am going to Beavers here tomorrow because I got to go back to work tomorrow. 10 days off now. I finally got to go back. Whack, whatever. Anyways, but I'm going to drop this off. I'm also dropping off the rear panel now. I'm not sure if I mentioned this back in another video, but I have this panel. I'm going to have this shaved. So yeah, go ahead and shave that off, which I think I mentioned in this video earlier, but since it's another day, whatever. But just throwing it out there. I'm going to take that to Beavers tomorrow and to be able to get that finished off. While I'm there, I'm going to take off one of these pieces and take it to him. Because no one, and I mean no one, can color match it. I don't want to take them all off right now because I've heard about people breaking them. I don't really want to spend any money on new trim if I have to. Rather just spray the ones I have silver for right now, and then maybe later in the summer or something, I'll take them off, whatever. It would be nice to spray them all white right now. I just don't feel like fucking with it. I just want to get the car done. It's been down long enough. I'm over it. I'm ready to be able to drive it again. So going to do that, and yeah, that's pretty much what I'm waiting on. Hopefully he can match the color since Toyota doesn't make that color. It's whatever it is. Whoa, about fell there. Whatever it is, Toyota doesn't have a color code for it. I've contacted every dealer. I've asked on every forum. I've asked everything. There is no color code for it. So it was just whatever silver trim they had, and that's what it is. So I'm hoping he can use his color code or whatever the hell it's called, where they can match the color and get something similar to it, and then just spray it with that. I don't know. It's not going to be perfect, I guess, but it'll work. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you can give me some info. I think I've asked this before, but I think it's pretty much beating a dead horse at this point because I won't be able to find anything. I'm just going to have to deal with what I have for right now. All right, guys, I think that's going to be it for this one. This is a very simplistic video, just pretty much an update doing badges on both the cars here, on the Supra and the MR2. But per usual, thank you guys very much. Go down below, check out the Facebook and Instagram. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up because without those likes, without those comments, my channel dies. I need those likes, I need those comments. YouTube will not push the channel if you do not like or comment. That's how this works. So guys, please do me that favor. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Peace!